I'm Giovanni and welcome back to Salt and Pepper Pickleball, where we serve up that pickle and pasión. All right, so I have been testing out the KiwiLabs Dwell full foam paddle. And I gotta say, you guys, this one surprised me, of course, in a good way. And honestly, I didn't just hit around with it. I actually took it into a tournament last weekend and I came out with a silver medal. So truly happy about that. So jumping right into the paddle, the specs on this is going to be a hybrid shape. It's 16.3 inches long. This one is actually tapered on the sides and it's just a slight taper. I measured it 7.6 at the base up to 7.7 at the top. And honestly, I couldn't feel a difference with it, so it wasn't anything drastic. Static weight on this when I first got it came in right at 8.1. And honestly, this is the first time that I've gotten a paddle and it actually fall right on to what they actually say on the website. So yeah, came in at 8.1. I did have to mod this up. It felt the swing weight on it was a little low and I felt like I had to just put a little bit of tape on there. So I went ahead and put 3.5 strips right here on the bottom corners of silicone tape that I got from Goat Pickleball. And it's the half a gram per inch. And just with that little bit of tape, I was actually able to bump this up to 8.7. And I know 8.7 sounds like a lot of weight when you're talking about pickleball paddles. A lot of people like them, you know, between 7.9 at their lightest to like 8.5. Then you have some beasts who like it right around 9 or just over 9 ounces. But 8.7 was very manageable. I didn't feel any loss of mobility or maneuverability with this. But yeah, so that weight would definitely had to be added because I did add some clear hockey tape around the perimeter of the actual paddle, plus the weight, and then of course a grip. And then I always beef up my my butt caps so that way like the paddle doesn't fall out of my hand when I do sketchy shots. But maybe I'll talk about that in another video. Going back to the paddle, the handle length on this is 5.25. So it is a little shorter than normal, but guess what, guys? With the taper that it has here, I mean, I'm in there with no problems. Tui for me is nice and easy. Do my little golf grip. You can fit 2 hands on there very nicely. Have no issues whatsoever. The circumference on this I got was 4.25, and with the overgrip bumps it up, makes it a little bit thicker. But I mean, honestly, in my hand, it feels great. It feels normal. Feels like a natural thickness. So I was very happy with the handle. So this is going to be a 16 millimeter paddle. It is, of course, full foam. It does have a full foam core, which is known. Well, it used to be known as the Project Kiwi Core, but then now they've changed it. And now it's called the Wii Foam. And so this is going to be a full foam core of EPP, expanded polypropylene, and then surrounded by EPU around the edge. And that's expanded polyurethane. And the core was chosen here to provide players with max comfort, control, and of course durability, all while providing a soft and dampened feeling throughout the entire paddle. So this paddle has been thermoformed, and Larry, the owner of KiwiLabs, actually added a 12K carbon fiber face to fully utilize the foam core and add spin to your shots. The first thing that stood out to me with this paddle was the look. I like the black on black here. I think that 12K weave, if you could see that, is just lovely. I love that little checkerboard face look. And then it's real nice and subtle. Has the kiwi up here on the side. You don't have to worry about it interfering with the ball or anything like that. In my opinion, I don't feel it slick or anything like that. And then the other side, super subtle, super blacked out. I love their little kiwi logo here. It's like the inside of an actual kiwi. And then they have just like an outline of the word kiwi there. I think this is fresh, man. This is really nice. And it is PB Core approved. and certified. So it's a win-win in my book. And then what I actually like too is the fact that he put a little message around the edge. And I don't know if Larry watches this and tells me I'm reading, I started it off at the wrong point, you know, just let me know. So right here it says, we are not chasing trends. We are chasing the perfect game. Every KiwiLabs paddle is born in a process we control from raw material to the final inspection. We, or WI, means innovate. We've studied, measured it, mapped it under lab grade equipment. Then we asked, what if the whole face felt like the sweet spot? Advanced core mapping, layered carbon, and inspection passed. That is so cool. I mean, they basically give you the idea, the process, and then the finality, which was the inspection pass. Gotta love that. But initially what stood out to me was the feel on this paddle. This paddle, you know, it has a full foam core and you really can tell. It gives you a super comfortable, cushioned response. And I have to give kudos to Larry because he married that 12K weave on here, that 12K carbon fiber, so that way it did give you that, so that way it responds better with the core that he put inside here. So it's one of those paddles where you don't feel like you're fighting it, honestly. It just works with you and it's a really good relationship. And if you're someone who plays a lot or deals with arm fatigue at all, that comfort is definitely something you're going to appreciate in this paddle. Now the big topic, of course, power. Let's talk about that power because this paddle definitely has some pop. Like easy power. You don't have to swing out of your shoes to generate pace with this paddle. Even on controlled swings, the ball comes off the face pretty quick, which for me was great in certain situations, especially on drives and put away. Spin was another big win on this paddle for me. I was able to really get some solid top spin on my drives and my rolls, and my high, deep topspin serve that I like to kick in had really nice action to it. It's not one of those paddles where you have to force the spin, you know, where you have to overcompensate and really blush up on the back of the ball or anything. Like this one, you just hit a normal, natural swing and you can see that ball just go have the beautiful little arch and then come right back down. It's really nice. And I can really see what Larry was talking about when he married the 12K face to the weave foam. I mean, hey, not one, but 2 thumbs up, buddy. 2 thumbs up. Now let's talk about reactivity because this paddle face is very reactive. And it is something that you will kind of need to adjust when you play. And what I mean by this is that the ball can kind of springboard off the face if you're not careful. There were definitely moments where I felt like I had to dial it back just a little bit because I've said in my other previous videos, I like to swing at about like a 75% power rating, you know, 1 out of 100, because I've always gone like 110, even when I play tennis. And, you know, for me to back off has always been kind of hard because I always just want to go full throttle. I don't consider myself a banger or anything like that, but I know that on my drives, I like to try to put some oomph into it. Now, I couldn't always go full swing. I couldn't always go full power or full swing with this paddle. I did have to be a little bit more intentional and a little bit more controlled and really keep myself honest and at that 75% because if I didn't stay focused, then I wouldn't really be able to control the shot or shape it the way I wanted it to. But once I made the adjustment, man, the paddle really started to shine. Like I said, once I kept it at that 75%, I just focused on letting the paddle do the work instead of me trying to overpower everything. And that's actually when I started playing some of my best pickleball with it. And clearly it worked out because, again, silver medal. And with that being said, I went over to KiwiLabs Pickleball, their website, and this paddle comes in at $169. I actually pre-ordered this like 3 months before it came out. And Larry over there was running a special and I got it for a lot cheaper, but This paddle retails right now for $169, and you guys, I think it's worth every single penny of that $169. I really truly believe that this is a really good paddle. I had a lot of fun with it. It was really good. It treated me right. I treated it right. And I was able to walk home with a medal, and I'm very happy with that. So on the flip side, who do I think this paddle is gonna be good for? If you like comfort, you're gonna love this paddle. If you want easy power, this is definitely in your wheelhouse. If you rely on spin to shape your game, this is a solid option, you guys. But if you're someone who wants a super muted, dead feeling control paddle, this is going to feel too lively for you guys. I will say that right now. So overall, I really enjoyed my time with the KiwiLabs Dwell. I really fell in love with this paddle, and I'm going to main it until I find something different. So here is my main, you guys, for right now. It's just a fun paddle. It rewards you when you play smart, you stay controlled, and you can just trust the feel of this paddle. And anytime I can take a paddle into a tournament and come out with some hardware, hey man, that's got to be a good sign, right, you guys? But I'm curious, you guys, have any of you guys started playing with any full or solid foam paddles yet? If you have, please let me know in the comments down below which one you're currently rocking. So that way maybe we can have a chat about it, and I can compare it to the KiwiLabs for you. So as always, you guys, if you're enjoying these reviews, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. But until next time, you guys, keep smiling, keep laughing, and keep playing pickle with pasión.